Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, where we're still blundering through this frankly enormous level as we get seen left and right and our day keeps getting ruined. Well, someone's seen us already. That was quick. It's fine, we're down here now. We're back here at the old black market. That was one of my goals, is to come back here. Curious. Doesn't really help us. Oh, we're not far from the office either. That was our other goal for today. So, black market shop. Report all theft. Bah! Why would I want to report theft? I want to theft.
Steal those dresses. Movies for cheap, camel free. Jewels in paper, useless for food. We were weak.
Poor things. There's a hole there. If we were a rat, we could get through that. But we're not. So, how are we breaking into your shop? I guess we can't, like, fire a display through there or anything like that, no. Can we fire a display through here? Nope, there's no way it fits through there. How do we get into your shop, friend? Maybe we'll come back later. We've got an office nearby. Is it just above us, or what? Ah, it's over the road, I guess. So, somebody saw us out here. Which is no surprise, we weren't subtle. Maybe we can be a bit more subtle getting back across the street. I do hope so. Can we get up there? Maybe. Does being on here help us? What if we use a bit of foresight? Okay. We've fallen to ground level immediately. That doesn't help then. I thought we could fly in that mode, but I guess it has its limits. Oops. Back to displace. Will that allow us to get up there? Yes, good. And does that allow us to get onto that balcony? Wonderful. We may have already searched in here. The fact that all the doors are open and whatnot suggests so. So is that the office over there? That building in front of us? How does one get there without getting ruined by everyone? I guess from up here we can at least spring onto that. Were we down there earlier? Maybe we just didn't have the key at the time. And therefore we didn't realise there was a reason to be there.
Not if they expect to be paid, that's for certain.
Alright, so we've got a guard. What if we shank him? Does anyone notice? Yeah, they do. Kinda. We can't hide under here. We can pick up some sticky grenades though.
I pay good money to make sure things like this
Yep.
don't happen.
Where did
There was a slight hullabaloo.
going crazy? One of us is down.
One of you is down.
I'll have a look around.
So who's looking around?
Shit. Poor guy.
Just that guy. Oop. Okay. That didn't go according to plan. But we are running out of guards thanks to my jamming incompetence. So... Oops. I meant to put the marker down over there. There we go. Now, is this the office or is it upstairs in this building? No doubt there'll be guards in it. They've been everywhere else. Is this going to be a big place like Shun Yun's room? Maybe? So we've got a new objective to investigate his place.
Not even the dead get any rest in Karnaca.
Maybe there aren't guards. Certainly looks quiet. He's got another of these things. And he's got one of those billiard tables with pegs and stuff on it. Some weird version of the game. It's kind of cool. A letter from the bank? Oh. Took both bank vault keys. Good. I oversaw the update personally and kept prying eyes away from our prize, says Dolores.
It has to be the knife. It's in a bank vault. Just my luck. Looks like I need to find that second key.
Do we not have the second key? I mean, we do actually, don't we? Because the chief just popped up. So why does Billy not realise we have the second key? Journalist at the Spectre Club. Christopher York, a journalist. Wanted to talk about some missing persons last seen near the Spectre. So Shan wanted someone to get mercs, possibly. Optional, investigate a murder. We can do that. Maybe. Are there any more clues around? I assume that we're looking for clues in this office based on where that waypoint marker is. Aha, a piece of the void. So, yeah. As with Shun Yun, he did indeed get given a piece of the void to look after. A painting that we can use. Ooh.
Ugh, these people are sick.
A blood vial. And a note about an exsanguination experiment. Increase sedation next time. Muttering grogginess. Ah, was he the one who was recorded on that device asking questions? Yeah, Teresia. So we've already learned the other end of the clue, I guess, by going to Shun Yun's, and now we can deliver the evidence to the journalist's office. And then I guess we're going back to the carriage to do what? Are we not robbing the bank? I guess this would have been a sneaky way in. Could have got over to these stairs and then dropped down there and got in without having to shank everyone. But oh well, live and learn. That's what this first playthrough is all about. Learning how to do things. And generally failing. Quite a lot. But learning. My second playthrough, the one that I'm doing off camera, will probably be a lot more efficient. Now, 3 guards. Oh yeah, there's the bank. Whole bunch of guards there. Journalist's offices just over there somewhere. What was that sound? Was that me almost falling off? Capering like a cartoon character. Here we are.
What I wouldn't give that ought to keep him quiet. He won't go snooping around asking questions about Jacoby and the Cienfuegos murder after our little chat.
We should have snapped off a few fingers to be sure. Can't type with bloody stumps.
Next time, if our reporter friend doesn't wise up fast, you can make his neck a bloody stump.
Okay, a couple of eyeless committing crimes.
What?
And now they've spotted a body that I left behind ages ago. You there? Have you been threatened with death?
Some eyeless goons tried to persuade me to stop the Cienfuegos investigation. I must be onto something big.
What investigation?
Karnaka's had a string of gruesome murders, all the blood drained from victims while they're still alive. Ivan Jacoby's involved somehow, I know it, but I need evidence. I'm offering a reward for anyone who can bring me proof of his involvement.
Here's your proof. You were right. It was Jacoby. He seems to have unusual hobbies.
I knew it! Those monsters. Ivan Jacoby, my friend, you're going down.
Now, what's that reward you were talking about?
The combination is 894. Help yourself.
There we go. Thanks, pal. 894. Various photographs, maybe clues for that case, maybe clues for another case. I'm not sure. Either way, 894. What you got for me, friend? Bit of dosh. Nothing major, nothing terribly exciting. And then we could pop out of these doors at the top here. Let's see. This just
one time.
allows us to... Well, it allows us to drop down there. And then potentially drop into there. But that's a guard hut, isn't it? So that's not really going to help us. I guess. It might have a bit of loot. But it also increases the odds of us getting spied yet again. Yeah, it's got a couple of coin. Okay. But what we could actually do from the up here, I think, is go up there. Good. But how does that allow us to escape? Up there. Okay. Might take a bit of a bump on the way down. But that's fine. We survived. So can we get back to the black market without things going horribly wrong? There's ways. Maybe the best way is not to go that way past those three guards, but to instead come down here and immediately run into another guard. Now we can come down this way. Oh. Thanks for the skiff. Cool. Is that our skiff? It is. And we can use it, no less. We could use that to maybe get home instead of the carriage. That'd be cool. But for now, we'll go back to Black Market. So this is like under the road, isn't it? Is there any other way in from the other side? I didn't see any other way. Don't mind me, friend. I'm just peering around behind you to see if there's any obvious ways into your shop. Can't see much. But upgrades.
The prices reflect the exquisite quality of the items offered.
Bone charms +3. That seems good.
Well made.
What else we got? Mine storage grenades. Well, take gun and ammo capacity could be good. Silent running. And silent sprint would also be great. You're less visible in poorly lit areas. That seems good. All of these things might help me survive. Oh, and then we can upgrade the weapons themselves. Ooh, makeshift bolt. That sounds interesting. Incendiary bolt, charged shot. What do you mean, various alternate functions? Thanks, pal.
Please visit again soon.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll visit again through a back door or something like that. So there's no other tunnels here. Maybe there's something just up on the street, like a manhole cover? Or maybe we're looking over the road. No one here that fussed about our presence anymore? I guess they don't know us from anyone else. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that would allow us underground. And let's have a look on this side. Okay.
Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
Nope, nothing there. What if? Use force. Ah, it's all lit up and everything. Cool. We're in the shop 398. There we go. Alright then. Sweet. No, don't you be looking this way, friend. Or are you just going to remain facing that way because there's no customers out front? Maybe. Can't really get behind him. Don't want him to see us robbing the place. Don't want to kill him in case he doesn't appear in later missions or similar. Okay, what just happened? Did I just use up my hag pearl instead of an electrical burst or something like that? There we go. Hag pearl. Don't know why the hag pearl didn't work then. But either way, he's unconscious. We can help ourselves to all of his goods. Now that button, will that shut the shop and reopen it on this side, or... No, that shuts the door. Okay. Ah, we can just open the shutters. Good. So we can help ourselves to all sorts of goodies. And then, anything else we need to do around here? Can we turn on the whale oil, or is that an empty? Yeah, that might just be empty. And I don't know if this helps us in any way. Okay, that's also empty. Maybe we can't do anything then with this. It looks as though that's the thing that fills up. Oh no, there we go. So that would fill that. Yeah. But does that do anything for us? I guess he uses it to run machinery over here, but I don't think it helps us at all. Right, you sleep well, friend. We'll just go about our business. And yeah, it looks as though our business is just end the mission. We're not robbing the bank right now. So if they don't want me to rob the bank right now, then I guess we'll leave. I wonder if there's some sort of achieve for like robbing the bank before you even know that's the plan. Either way, we'll go home and chat to Dowd. Okay, 39 hostiles killed. Spotted 35 times, 20 bodies detected. So ideally, you want to be up here. We were down there. Wasn't amazing. We missed a painting as well. Bloody hell. And we missed a bone charm. What the heck? Most of the coins though. And we completed all our contracts, so we're going to be loaded. So we robbed the black market. We accused him of murder. We found our skiff. We freed the prisoner. We got inked. We kidnapped the bartender. Killed the mime. Eliminated the racketeers. Saved the dentist. It was messy and very bloody, but it was efficient. We got things done.
A lifetime ago, I felt the power of the Void through Dowd. All of us who were close to him could do unnatural things. Move from rooftop to rooftop in the blink of an eye. Fall on our enemies and slit their throats, like shadows sharpened to a fine edge. I made Dunwall bleed for all it had done to me, to the ones I loved. Now the Outsider has given that back, for reasons I don't understand. But it feels good. We killed so many rich bastards who thought nothing of hurting us. It felt like justice. Is the Outsider to blame for what we did? Does corruption come from the Void, or from our own hearts? Witches and charlatans wearing necklaces of fingers and teeth. Cities sliding into chaos. Now the eyeless peddle black magic in the streets while their leaders keep even more dangerous secrets locked away. They've got a relic that turned a boy into a god centuries ago. A knife that might be the only way to destroy that god. The outsider knows I intend to steal it. Does he know what else I intend to do? You gave me this for luck, my sweet Deirdre. I don't know if it's ever worked that way, but maybe it will, this time. I'm ready to rob the bank.
Am I ready? Dowd's journal. I won't live to kill the outsider myself. He knows that, so does she. I know you're reading this, Billy. Well, you left it on the pillow, you fool. He's proud of us. Good man. Is he still around?
She can see it all. The void breaking and spreading through all the cracks. Like seawater sinking in old ship.
Does the outsider want to be killed? At this point? I feel like if he doesn't want to be killed, then we're not going to be able to kill him. But maybe that's his plan. Is that we steal the knife and finish him off.
Soon you'll have the knife that can end him.
It didn't kill him before. It made him into a god.
Then it can unmake him.
How are we so sure
The
of
void
this?
is dragging me away. I felt it a little more every day since you got me out of that club. I won't be here much longer. Let's go over the plan when you're ready.
The bank is owned and managed by Dolores Michaels. I've cased the place and talked to some people, and there are a few ways inside. Others have tried and failed to rob it before.
They didn't have the focus we do. We're not after coin. How do you plan to get inside?
We'll take
There are
coin.
3 possible ways. The roof, the trash disposal, and the sewers. All of them might work. Once I'm in, I need to find the vault. The knife must be in there.
The security in the bank will be high. What have you learned?
Not much. Guards, clockwork soldiers, and a lot of locked doors that can only be opened remotely. And that's all before I'd reach the vault itself.
There's an intake port on the roof that leads to the bank's ventilation system. If you find enough laudanum, most of the bank's security will be days before you even get inside.
There was a pharmacy in the district, but it's been seized by the bank. I'll see what I can find.
I know how resourceful you can be. These keys you found with the eyeless leaders will lead you to whatever holds the knife. You'll also need the bank manager's key. Deal with her how you see fit.
Then I'm ready.
Good.
Do you want me to stay?
No. There's nothing you can do for me here. Go get the knife. Kill the outsider. I trust you to finish this.
I will, Dowd. One way or another.
You've seen more than most. What we did years ago. The witches who tried to take the throne. The eyeless, keeping me in that pit. But I've been to the void, Billy. All the bitterness, hatred, and fear. And the outsider gets to choose who wields his black magic and who cowers in the dark. That's something no one should decide.
Do you really think he's to blame for all of that? For what we all did?
The outsider gave me his mark, knowing what I could do with that kind of power. For years, I carved up Dunwall from the inside until it fell apart. The world doesn't need more men like me.
Fair enough. Out of the spirit of inquiry, though, let's drop a quick save. What happens at this point if we try and give Dowd a quick way out? Okay, I expected as much. For just a moment, I thought I was going to get away with that. Now, skiff or carriage? presumably going back to the same place as before.
I've never seen Dowd so weak. I might never see him again.
Will we start in a different place if we take the skiff compared to the carriage? Will we go back to the canal? Let's find out. We like our skiff. Okay, yeah, we are indeed here.
I just need to figure out.
So, search the custodian's apartment. Find the black market. And look for the pharmacy. I like the idea of the pharmacy. We've been pretty pathetic when it comes to any sort of stealth. So if we can knock most people out before we even get in the bank, that might be nice. That might help us. All sorts of places we can go to. Now what's going on in here? Someone's kipping. There is a bone charm nearby. Where was that last bone charm that we missed on the last mission then? Was it in the bank or something like that? Swift Stalker, that sounds useful. Also, we've got extra slots available. Swift Stalker, so that'll be speed while stealthed. Oh no, speed while weapons are sheathed. Might come in handy. Maximum health is increased. That could be useful, because we do fail a lot. I kind of want to try Void Leech. We're using Semblance, killing an unaware target, increases Void energy. So it would make it... So we just need to knock one out with Semblance, then we can sneak up to the next one, shank them. That'll give us the energy we need to sneak up to the next one, shank them. And so forth. I'm thinking that's a fun idea. We'll see if it pays off. So we know this place a little better now. Who are you? You're a civvy. Are we allowed here?
You made your bed and you'll have to lie in it.
Not exactly. There's a guard there. We kind of got away with that. And here we go. Contracts and whatnot.
Please take a look around. We have the best wares for discerning guests such as yourself.
So you do. What happened to the other guy? Now, rags to riches to rags. A lockbox next to a journalist with a gem in it. And the code is probably 315. Okay, I thought I just had to break up a cat fight, but it turns out it was just Bella, by herself, getting trapped in a cat tunnel. And getting tangled up and not being able to find her way out like an idiot. So, good job, Bella. Now, quiet as a mouse. An appointment with the director. Need to copy down page 125 of an address book. No getting caught, no harming bank personnel. Maybe that's not going to go so well. The Art Connoisseur. A really bad painting of Duke Abele. It's not exquisite. It's not a masterpiece. It's locked up on a delivery boat in Upper Syria. We should be able to find that. And then Pickpocket's Delight. An elite guard. Stationed at the plaza. With a note. Steal the note. If you get caught, you ain't getting paid. Bloody hell. That's that out the window then. Let's have a look. Okay. They've changed the security, because it didn't go so well last time. Is that a major issue? What can we see in the tunnel? Much of anything? No. They've blocked it off. Hello.
Greetings. I provide only the finest service with absolute discretion.
All sorts of goods. Cornered animal. Your attack damage significantly increased when your health is low. We'll buy it.
I'm certain you'll be satisfied with your purchase.
Displace costs no void energy if used close to an unaware character, but you can't pop into a person anymore. Probably not going to use
An
that.
excellent choice.
Ooh, poppy tincture. 800. Brief invisibility after choking or assassinating an enemy, but you're louder and more visible. So we could potentially buy that to not have to visit the pharmacy, maybe. No. Reduce damage take. Yeah, less noise when sprinting.
I hope you'll think of me again.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll think of you when we're trying to rob the place. But there was a guard up here, so we need to be careful. So we know we can come on up here. We've learned a bit. Maybe that will help us stay alive and stay out of sight. In theory, this mission should go much smoother than the last, just because we've got the lay of the land now. If it doesn't go much better than the last, then it just proves that I'm an idiot. Oh, Teresia Cienfuego's petition. Wasn't Cienfuego the name of the person who was murdered at the Spectre, and also the name of the pharmacy? Yeah, it was definitely the pharmacy. It's been seized. We'll sign the petition. Why not? We're always down for a bit of justice. After a fashion. Won't stop us robbing this room, but still. The fact that we haven't got an inventory space might stop us robbing all of this room. But that's fine. And then we've got this one across the hall. Don't have anything upstairs, do we? No. Hello. You're chill with us being in your house. That's good to know. And that leads back out there. Maybe that's a good place to be. Maybe we go out this door. Because the bank custodian's home is not far away. So the custodian's home is sort of up above us somewhere. That's where the mine was. That's where a couple of guys are chatting. Maybe not about anything specific that we care about.
Karnaca Gazette! Get your Gazette for the news of the day!
Aha, we're in. You're fired. Return your key, get your toolkit from the maintenance closet. Rat pals in the bank sewers. So the custodian worked in the bank as like a general maintenance guy.
Jacoby accused of murder! Gazette reporter exposes politician's brutal secret!
And now they've disappeared, perhaps. Clockwork Sentinels owner's manual. Because, yeah, there are Clockwork Sentinels in the bank. So even if we gas the entire place, there'll still be Sentinels. We'll bear that in mind. And it said return your key in the original note saying you're fired. Is there a key in here? Meet me at the cliffs. At Dead Man's Bluff. An old pocket watch dangling in a tricky spot. Okay, so if we could find that pocket watch maybe, then we could find this guy and trade in the watch for the key. That sounds promising.
It happens in the Isles. It's in the Gazette. Karnaca Gazette here.
So we know where Dead Man's Bluff is. And we should be safe to get there. Assuming, of course, we don't fall to our death on the way. So this sort of area, this is the bluff. This is where that mime had a tragic accident. What can we do here, if anything? What does the journal say? He's headed towards the cliff when he went missing. Right, so maybe this whole bit is the bluff and it was over there somewhere. That bit that we found when we went up towards the bank and then took a right. Very well. But that's something that we've looked at and figured out. Now maybe the pharmacy would be a good bet. I'm guessing taxidermy will be closed at this point, but it might be robbable. Why does it feel like I can displace further distances than I could? Is it my imagination? It's probably my imagination.
Singer Shan Yun quits Karnaka for Tibia. Concert's cancelled.
Yeah, Shan Yun's disappeared. Not dead, just elsewhere. Would any guards notice if we
Karnaka Gazette. Get your cassette for the news of the day.
blunk down there? No.
Bloodflies never stay caged for long. Serves her right.
Yep. So this place is empty because she got murked. Oh dear. There do in fact appear to be bloodflies over there. So maybe our cunning plan to prevent everything from going tits didn't quite pay off. Did a pretty good job of shanking them though, so that's nice. Horrible things. Good. Now what? Is there anything of merit in this room? Some husk. Bit of cash. Down here, no tripwire this time. Doesn't look like it. That's another of those buggers out of the way. It's our civic duty at this point to clear this place out. I mean, it's partly our fault that this happened in the first place. So yeah, it's definitely our responsibility to fix it. That doesn't seem to have worked, so we'll just march in and do it. Getting a bit stung. We can live with that. Is that a second one, or is that just... It's hard to say. Whatever's up there, we can't seem to get it. Maybe I'd have to... Okay, we got them, but we're about to die. There we go. I may have panicked and drunk 2 elixirs. But we definitely got another thing out of the picture. So, stabbity stab stab, let's get rid of you. Now, what is going on up here? Is it something we can loot? Or is it something that needs to be destroyed? Or is it something that can't be destroyed because it's behind a grate? I thought incendiary bolts were the way to go, but it hasn't appeared to have helped very much. Oops. There we go. What is going on here, friend? Tell you what's not going on here anymore, and that's a bloodfly nest. We have alerted someone slightly, but more importantly, we've dealt with some bloodfly. Some of them at least. Now, in here though. Good. We may have got them. That may have been a clean shot. And some blood amber for our troubles. Sweet. I doubt there's much else down here. But we've done a good job there. We have cleared out the blood flies yet again and saved the city from an infestation. I'm pleased with that. Plus, we're actually staying alive and stealthy. We are, in fact, using our knowledge from the previous level to get around all sneaky-like. And hopefully that will continue next time. But we're done for today. Next time we will try and find our way to the pharmacy, I think. And then once we've had a look around there, we'll be in a better position to know what we're going to do about the bank. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.